Kind of like we were talking about with the George St-Pierre the other day. You were saying like, he may not be the best at everything, but he's the best at the best at these two things.
Right, yeah.
And that gets him a long way.
Yeah, exactly.
What he is today.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that John Danaher interview where he was talking about how he was the best at shoot boxing, striking to takedowns, and then he was the best at punches while grappling. And nobody was as good as him in those two areas. But he was also really good at only allowing the fight to occur in those two areas, in those specific ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And dude, that's a hard thing to do. But when you look at like let's say Tom Cruise with his acting, he knows his lane, dude.
Absolutely.
He's staying in that lane, and I admire that. A lot of people give him shit, or people with their egos, but like, oh, he's not. I'm just like, dude, he knows his shit, and he stays on it. He doesn't try to come off of it and play, do something that somebody else is doing. He's doing him. And I just find that, like, even in wrestling or MMA, same thing. You have people that do that, and they're never going to be good at everything.
Yeah,
there's too many things to be good at.
Yeah, and I feel like inevitably, if you try to be good at everything, you're going to run into someone who's really good at two things.
Yeah,
and then they're going to force you into doing those two things. Yeah.
Right. I remember this quote. I'm gonna butcher the quote from Bruce Lee, and he was like, you might win a fight against someone who wants to bite your nose, where his only goal is to bite your nose off. You might win the fight, but he's gonna bite your nose off.
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's his only goal.
Yeah,
he's gonna bite your nose off. You might jab him to death, jab, take him down, pound, but all he's thinking about is getting to your face. He's gonna find your nose. I admire both ideas, right? You want to win the fight, but then the other guy's idea or philosophy of like, I'm just going to get that at the nose. Like that's winning to me. I want to bite your nose off. You'll remember that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? both mentalities are interesting. Yeah. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Thinking about noses getting bit off.
Yeah,
man.
You're just like, you know what? I could bite a nose off. Yeah.